Kickoff dance, kids vaping, Taliban's meetings gets canceled, and Friday night lights. Good morning, Belen. I'm Enrique Sori.
And I'm Luis Gutierrez, and welcome to this edition of WBLN for September 9th, 2019.
Belen kicked off their Saturday night with the annual kickoff dance for the middle and high school. Over 1,200 kids attended both the middle and high school dance. The kids were greeted with fog, DJs, food, drinks, and colorful lights. The kids were able to have a great time with friends. The senior staff was there to help supervise and run the event.
Belen's first Friday Night Lights was a massive success. After years of attempting to put these lights up, they were finally put up and ready for football. Hundreds of people, including students, alumni, and parents, showed up to enjoy the first Friday Night Lights here at Belen. Father Willie began the night by leading the crowd and players in prayer. Once the prayer was finished, the lights turned on for the first time. Once the game began, Belen got off to an early lead, and it continued throughout the game with the crowd setting the tone. The crowd was met with a surprise light show after Brennan Rice began the scoring with a field goal. The fans left home happy as the Wolverines earned their first victory of the season with a 24-0 shutout victory against Doral. Students and alumni had a great experience and are excited for all Friday night games to come.
Colorado just diagnosed their first patient with an illness directly linked to vaping. Piper Johnson is now talking about it in hopes of stopping other teens from smoking e-cigarettes. Adrian Rodriguez has more on the story.
I've kind of been given the second chance at life, so I'm gonna take care of myself now.
It's a story Piper Johnson is lucky enough to be alive to share.
I try and, educate other people because I don't want the same thing to happen to them.
Raised in Chicago,
I was a pretty good kid growing up.
the 18-year-old lived with parents who forbid drug use in their house, including smoking cigarettes.
Vaping was like the healthier, trendier option. They were super against it, so it was like no question, like not allowed in our house, and I continued to disobey them.
For more than 2 years,
A pack of pods a week.
Piper ignored her parents' warning,
It's average for like a high schooler. It was so easy to hide.
vaping behind their backs.
Laughing at them, being like, oh, that couldn't be me. And then it was.
Late last month, the Johnsons packed up their belongings and headed west to the University of Northern Colorado. But on the way, she fell ill.
It hurt to take a really deep breath, and I knew something was wrong. I was 100% convinced it was bronchitis.
But a visit to an urgent care would reveal much more.
That's pretty much when it all hit the fan.
Piper was rushed to the ICU, diagnosed with sudden and severe lung illness due to vaping, a sickness so new it doesn't even have a formal name.
I was terrified.
Sitting in her hospital bed, it hit her.
Oh my God, all this stuff that I've been doing, like the past 2 years that I thought was completely harmless, has silently been killing me.
Piper was lucky enough to catch it early and receive treatment.
It's killing people.
But with so many teens hooked on vaping, she fears, the illness one day won't be so rare.
It's not worth it, and it's not worth the risk, and it's not worth, seeing your parents cry as you're in a hospital bed.
President Trump has canceled a private meeting with the Taliban. Lucas Consuegra has the story.
As people begin to notice the news that senior Taliban leaders were invited to Camp David on the 9/11 week anniversary, the question is, what next? In the president's tweet, he called the talks off, yet Secretary Mike Pompeo indicated that they will continue as long as the Taliban honors its agreement to reduce violence. The Taliban also accused the U.S. of being against peace in the president's tweet, and it has lowered its credibility. Now, there have been many criticisms of this potential deal between the U.S. and the Taliban on the grounds that it concedes too much to the Taliban without extracting enough concessions from the group. But many still see this as the U.S.'s best chance of getting out of its longest war after nearly 2,400 U.S. servicemen have been killed. For WBLN, I'm Lucas Consuegra.
When I was crossing the busy Calle Ocho the other day, somebody yelled to me, "Hey, please, be careful, watch out." And then I started taking my watch out, taking my watch out, taking my watch out.
What's up, Wolverines? Here are your sports for today. This past Friday, your Wolverines defeated the Doral Academy Firebirds in a packed Friday Night Lights game. The team shut out the Firebirds 24-0. On Saturday, the Belen Jesuit cross-country team captured its second straight major meet win at the Florida Horse Park Invitational in Ocala, Florida. The Wolverines finished first with a team score of 54 points. The field included 41 high school varsity teams. The team was led by Diego Gomez, who finished in 16:01 for the 5K course. The team is now ranked first in all classes in the state. This is the 50th year of the Belen Jesuit cross-country program. Up next for the Wolverines is the Spanish River Invitational in Boca Raton. The middle school cross-country competed in 2 meets this past weekend. At the Horse Park Invitational, in the Wolverines first place of the 15 teams from around the state of Ocala. The team was led by Joshua Ruiz, who came in second, and Evan Torres, who came in fourth. They were followed by Joey Ruiz, Lucas Garcia, Joaquin Mestre, Eduardo Poleo, Diego Magarino, and Javier Fernandez. The rest of the middle school team competed at the St. Teresa Invitational. The team was led by Matthew Vina, who came in fourth place, and Justin Ruiz, who finished in eighth. Rounding the top 7 were Andres Larea, Gonzalo Mendoza, Andre Arria, Daniel Lugritos, and Ray Perez. The 6th grade team opened their season with a victory at the St. Teresa Invitational. The Wolverines had the 5 scoring runners in the top 10 spots. Leading the charge for the Wolverines was Daniel Quinones in 3rd place and Marcelo in 4th place. They were followed by AJ Lowell, George Casal, Lucas Rovira, Carlos Rodriguez, and Will Allen. Next up for the Harriers is Holy Rosary. The Miami Hurricanes lost a tight game to the North Carolina Tar Heels 25-28. And the Miami Dolphins lost to the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday to open their regular season. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Adrian. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. That's all your news for today. I'm Enrique Sori.
And I'm Luis Gutierrez. And as always, have a wonderful day.
And stay golden, Wolverines.